Hi, sweater. The basics back to the president. Hi, Sweaty, how are you? Oh, I didn't buy the pickaxe, oops. What class did you have today? I'm a new homeless buddy, I've been out. Data structures? I love data structures. Hey, Mia. I'm alright. I woke up and watched a YouTube video. And then I started watching another video. And then I realized I couldn't watch the YouTube video. And then I got DM'd. And that DM led to, like, me being, like, really distracted for, like, 20 minutes. So I started my stream late. How about you, Mia? How are you? My nail hurts. You need 10%? 10% of what? I'm taking references you don't know. Can you stop that? That hurts my feelings. What the fuck does that mean, Sock? Sock, YouTube blocked my comment on your video. Alright. Oh, like we're only one rep away. Like we only need one more rep. I need to watch that video. My mental's in the trash after last night. Fuck, Sock, I'm gonna play bad today. I didn't track the head in the housing. It is cold. It's 5 degrees outside today. I walked downstairs, and then my grandma's like, it was just like, Grandpa just got home, and he takes the, and he like needs help taking like the snowblower out of the car. And I'm just like standing here with like shorts and a shirt on, and I just say nothing and turn around and run back upstairs and just like get dressed. No, Sock, like, we have to play like game ends, but like, I'm not good enough mechs for it yet. I don't deserve to practice game ends. Well, look at my teammate. My teammate's getting hit by the golem. Hello, Estelle. I can't say anything about anything, but I'd be finding stuff out, and it'd just be, like, surprising me. Suck, I thought you were gonna be busy today. You lied. What stuff? Can't tell you. I am? Who do you love? Nikki, and I love Rock as a friend. Actually, I fucking hate Rock. Never mind. Gotta get the watch streak in. I have to DM Rock. I'll DM Rock and tell Rock. What about Bauer? Oof. I love nipping. Who, Raykind? Hello, Raykind. Ice bridges are so good for clutching. Where are you going, Hench? Wait, is it back? I didn't even know he was going for it. Actually, I don't care. Sock, I'm sending you something. How did you know what? I don't even know if he is. If he's what? Oh, yeah. Sock, can you respond to my DMs in Discord DMs? You know, one of those faces. Well, my teammate's the GOAT. Okay, so they give the cat in the tie? Yeah, but like, I also like want your thoughts. Like, I want your thoughts though. There's nobody else I can like tell this stuff to. You're the only one, Sock. Vague posting on stream again. Hand up. Are gatekeeping again? I have to gatekeep. I genuinely have to gatekeep. What the fuck does that mean, Rock? No, you don't. I don't think I don't think I can talk about this. don't believe it. Well, sucks. Do you still play ranked? I mean, ranked has no screen shares right now. So, like, I want to play ranked again sometime soon, but every time, like, I see anything out of ranked Bed Wars, I go, never mind. Maybe I don't want to play. I still have recordings on my PC that I'll probably upload soon. Sock is the only person who has seen it, and Sock can attest to the fact that I can't send it around, right, Sock? I'm a bad player. And that's why we have to talk about something else. What are we talking about, chat? Nev has a topic for us. Watch this. Nah, I'm spent. Why, Neb? Oh my god, I like... What the fuck are you saying in my DM, Sock? Oh, is that a crispy thyme thing? Okay. Some sort of conversation, please? We can start a conversation about how I'm a terrible person. Is there a worse person than me? Hey, Foodle. Do you guys know I have like 4 hours worth of ranked losses sitting on my hard drive? Diddy was objectively an evil person. Is objectively an evil person, not was, but... What do you mean by that? Hi, Nick. Nick, how cold is it today? Top 1 million? Like, top 1 million terrible? That's... No, okay, so what you don't realize is, like, I was having, like, I was having a conversation about something with somebody. And I talk about, like... like, Diddy being a terrible person. And their way of agreeing with me was basically being, like... Objectively, like, Diddy's a terrible person. So I just sit there and go, does that mean, like, there's a subject when he isn't a terrible person? Like, why are we saying, like, objectively? Like, you wouldn't say Hitler was objectively a terrible person. Like, you would just say it. Like, it kind of makes it seem like you're trying to make an argument for, like, a time when he's not a terrible person. Oh, this is Cass? Hi, Cass. Alright, Foodle, we can play 5 games of Bedwars. That's what they said, so... Hi. Who's Reese? But I'm happy for you. What are you guys gonna go out and do? No, that's the person who has like the one-eyed gen I've talked about. And I was calling them out on their IGN. But they were agreeing. But like they just weren't thinking. I don't know. It's okay, don't worry, don't worry. Hi, Cookie. I'm sick, I got the cancer parasite? Fuck. Hi, Snuggles. Everyone pisses me off. I hate everyone. Let's eradicate the human race. Who's on board? Say aye. Even me, especially you. What was your response? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to people. Chud mentality, I love everyone. No, my mentality is, it's over, and that's alright. You know, like, that's been my mentality lately. It's over, but that's alright. How have you been, Cookie? You know the Utah Mormons are evil, Cookie. I want you to know that. They're evil. I used to play Xbox Minecraft with some autistic guy from Arkansas. His name was Spencer. Hi, Penna. I probably won't watch the World Cup matches in America. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. How many emeralds and diamonds? I swapped them around. I'm so funny. What, being from Arkansas and being named Spencer? Or, like... He, like, would still try to reach out to me, like, years after, like, us ever interacting, and I was never for it. Which just basically means he's a good person and I'm a fucking monster. I saw that, Nick. Or Cass. Sorry, Cass. Sorry, Cass. Sorry, Cass. Sorry. We need Wince up in the chat. Don't you guys miss Wince? Oh, it's Nick now? Oh, fuck. Never mind. We don't need Wince here. I miss Wince. Did he do anything wrong, Nick? Snuggles, why didn't I body block? Because you're stupid? You're right, I'm stupid. When are you getting your PC done? I don't know. When it stops being, like, really cold outside. No one wants to drive anywhere when it's cold outside, because then you're just gonna go somewhere else to be cold. You'd rather be at home to be, like, in really cold environment. Doing anything when it's cold is not fun. Expedition went specs. So trust me, I know you never win. We duel every day. Can't believe I lost because I didn't have my water on my bar sock. What are you doing here? Exclamation point speaks. Yeah, look at me also clicking like 3. Do you beat Deweyer? I've beat Deweyer multiple times in my life. I know, crazy. I don't know how I don't sit here with the trophy behind me. The rotational items hitting mid-game, end-game is peak? What do you mean? Yeah, like, the rotational items are good, I just don't need them. Like, you only need, like, I don't know, like... You, like, they're good, but, like, I don't need them. I don't need a shuriken. I'm not good with the shuriken. I never use the shuriken, so that's why I don't use the shuriken. And then for the... Oh, it's over. And then, like, the ice bridge is just, like... It's nice to have on you, but, like, I just don't need it. And where are you gonna ice bridge to on this map? Oh, you were saying the rotation hitting mid-game and end-game is peak. Oh. You know what? Suck. Just because you said that, I'm gonna say, I deeply cherish and value you as a friend. Yeah, now what are you gonna say? Yeah, what are you gonna say now, Sock? Oh my god, thank you. I'm not lying. Guys, by the way, I'm so much better than Sock. Sock put a clip in her montage of her dying to me. I just want you guys to know that. No, I didn't get obbied. Suck, that's the best part about it is I didn't even get obbied because I got rid of the water, or like the lava before you placed the water. So I wasn't obbied. Like, that's what's the best part about it. You think you obbied me, but I wasn't obbied. Come on. They're gonna have obby. So, like, Sock, I genuinely want that to be known that I wasn't obbied. Bye, Maps. Enjoy the joke. No one's gonna believe you? I know, that's why it pisses me off, though. Because, like, I genuinely wasn't obbied. I don't even, I could, like... it sounds like cope, but I can genuinely, like, I'll put it on, like, Winwise Life. I wasn't obbied. Oh, okay, good. At least you know I'm right. Wait, so, Sock, you put a clip in a montage where you know I wasn't obbied? To try and make people think you obbied me? Where you died? I didn't know you were a terrible friend. Oh, did you just go look and see that I wasn't obvied? Yeah, like, look what the liberal media is trying to do to me. Is the guy trying to, like, bait me into, like, pushing or some shit? That's elite gameplay if he is. I respect it. Baseball? What about baseball? Hi, Inheritance. I'm pissed! I'm pissed! The liberal media is painting me as somebody who gets obby-trapped in montages. Okay? Sorry, Inheritance. Sorry I didn't respond. I'm annoyed at the liberal media, okay? I like baseball too. I'm not liberal media. Do you hear the songs you're playing? That's liberal music. You got obby trapped? No, I didn't get obby trapped. But Sock posted a clip where it looks like I did. And she still dies! She doesn't even obby trap me, and she died to try and obby trap me. We can watch it, we can watch it, we can watch the clip. Why do I DM Sock so much? Okay, I found it. Nya 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 nya. Did you have to re-upload it? Is that why my comment isn't there? You had to like re-upload it and that's why? Oh my god. Sock Bed Wars! Yeah, I know you told me why, but I don't pay attention when you talk. This is passive, isn't it? Yeah. It's this, then this. Look at how bad Sock is. You're getting comboed by not Nillo. Do you think you're good, Sock? Look at this, 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 look at this. And then you can see me water against the wall. Like, let's slow this down. Let's slow this down. Oh, it's not let me slow it down, whatever. Like. And then there's no lava. There's no lava. There's no, nothing. Like, I'm swimming up as she dies. I'm swimming up. I'm literally swimming up, and like, oh my god. And again, Sock dies to do it. Like, the only reason like she got me in a corner is because she decided she wanted to go in on like 3 HP, just to die. Like, wait 1 second. I typed liberal wrong. Makes this so much better. Makes the LARP so much better. Saki sent me that pack that you obbied me with. Depends on the map. Yeah, on the clip where you didn't obby me, can you send the pack? Archway? I don't know. That's subjective. What if you're losing every fight top bridge? Then your game's only 30% top bridge, because you spend the other half at diamonds and dead. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Sorry, Foodle. I'll join that. How did I press F3? That's like so subjective though, inheritance. Yeah, I'm sorry, Foodle. Because like, for me, my games are way less top bridge than like other people who are forcing top bridge fights. But I don't force top bridge fights. I like will just drop low mid and stuff like that, so. For me, I don't know, probably like 60%. I don't know. It depends. It depends if you have pressure. It depends what the other team's doing. It's not linear. I'm not bad at PvP. I just have bad mechanics for a pubs player. Exactly, why. But like that's like there's games where it's only like 20% of my game when why. But there's also games where it's like 80% of my game. Because when you have more gear than somebody else, that whole trading hits top rich thing is really useful. Like if I'm playing with Jediah, it's probably like it's like a 60 to 80% of my game like top bridge. Sock just DM'd me the pack I asked for, and I responded with didn't ask. Just want that on the record. I was gonna repeat. I said when I play with Jediah, it's probably like 60 to 80% of my game like top bridge. But if I don't know, if I'm playing with like. I don't know, if I'm playing, like, with Phoebe, it's probably more of, like, a... Like, 40 to 60. And then there's some players I've played with where it's, like, a 20. And that's, like, just for Archway, I don't know. Most other maps, we would just both be playing Limit. And there's still a little bit of that on Archway, but... Bed Wars isn't a very top bridge game. They just, like, play the ranked maps that force it to be a top bridge game. And also, like, they also, like, force rule sets that make it more of a top bridge game, but... Come over and kiss me on my hot mouth. Your mouth is not hot. There's nowhere in the world right now where it's hot enough for your mouth to be hot. I'm feeling romantic. Well, no, I'm just like complaining about ranked. I missed ranked before it went too conservative. Ranked is too conservative of a game mode. That's what holds it back. There's probably somebody here with the sub. You can look at my badge. Well, how many months? Hit. Suck, how many hours should I spend in a survival world today? Like 30? Maybe like 35? Yeah, probably. Just to be safe. Hours? Yeah. ChatGPT told me to track around player heads. None of that aim trainer slop. Aim trainer slop. It's funny. I'm laughing. Just want to let everyone know I'm laughing. It was funny. Just in case you guys are wondering. What would nipping do here, Sock? It's probably documented. It was okay, you're blocked, what the fuck, you clipped me. That was my reaction. Bro, Snuggles. Sock's an idiot, by the way. I just want to let everyone know. No. Sock's a lead mod because she doesn't do anything and it's funny. What if I'm getting manipulated? Do you guys think I'm being manipulated? Should I trust anything anyone ever tells me? I don't know, I can't. I can't say that. Have some practice though. Cookie. I was like scrolling through my mom's Facebook the other day because I wanted to see like how off the rails she had gone. And there's like a post of her like the ages of Joseph Smith's partners. She's going to war against the Mormons. Wank. No, she's just really Christian, but she's one of those, like, you know, we still doesn't like the Mormons, right? Yeah. You know what I never knew that she had that I found? She has a well-documented, like, Instagram highlights of her being on the Capitol January 6th. Cheesecake. Hey, Quinn. Quinn, we have something in common. Quinn. We can come together, Quinn. We've both been clipped by a terrible player. But the clip on me is so fake! Like, I can't believe this is what the liberal media is getting, like, clipping on me. Like, God. Was that, like, was that Suck's most recent or the last one? It was the last one, right? I can't remember. I hadn't watched that one. Sock. No Tucker? Ah! No, that's not funny. Tree of Savages, yeah. It's funny to know Tree of Savage's real name. It's funny to know. Those who know. What does Sock DM me? Why is Sock DMing me? Sock, I'm blocking you. You're bringing up past traumas right now. You think you're a good person for, like, rehashing my trauma? Honestly, it's all Sock's fault. Why am I- It's all Sock's fault. Sock, it's your fault. Maybe if you would've won more fights, we would've won the game. Who put that there? And Sock's just blatantly lying. That's chill. Sock, we'll never speak of that game ever, because, like, I never need anyone... Like, Sock, like, you're allowed to post that clip, but, like, who you're playing with forever, like, you know... Who you're playing with forever has to stay priv, you know, like... Because that wasn't me. That was me past my bedtime. And I'm a different player past my bedtime. Hey, this map, I hate every map. You know what map I hate the most, though? Lightstone. It's a terrible map. I can't even find one positive thing about that map. Oh, the only person in the world who I like. Hi, Rhinox. This is a good water. I've taught him well. I'm not gonna block this off. Oh, he went to the worst water stream to go to. I just said it was a great... What do you... I said it's a great water. I taught them well. Oh no, I'll find Gray. I ESP, so I can find Gray. I don't know where Gray is. The shopkeepers don't care. There's like no gray blocks anywhere. What's your title? Oh, I see where he is. Right in 4 minutes? Oof. Oh, your title. Like, the actual title. Why do I have 2 pings in Ranked Bed Wars? Who is this? It's going alright. Outside of Sock throwing Nipping's Bed Wars games, it's going alright. Sock, you threw that game by sending me soupy swords. Wait, what map am I on? No, Sock. No, I played bad because I was nervous because, like, Rue was watching. Rhynex, stop watching Sock videos. Oh my. What are you implying by that one, why?
Oh my god.
Yo!
Cinema, so cinema, so cinema, so cinema, so cinema.
Thank you for the sub, Wag. Thank you, thank you. Rhynex, why are we watching Sock's videos? Yeah, for subs. You can't say anything I saw. Go to the timestamp! I don't get obbied, I'm not lying! Go to the timestamp and tell me that I get obbied. Go to the timestamp and tell me that I get obbied, please. We've already watched it on stream. My teammate just committing an act of capitalism? Nice. I remember when I was like having that like debate about my role in ranked Bed Wars, like just having like the, you know, the role with like the trans flag or whatever. And
Don't lose.
And then like they're like ranked like you know, like something about like your politics or whatever. And I was like ranked Bed Wars is a political structure. Like what is pups and pugs if not political? What is the staff team if not a form of government? Yeah, everything is political. When will you sheeple wake up and recognize that? Hi, Winky. I've always called you that. And someone was like, you know what's wacky? And I'm like, fuck that shit. Bye, Mavs. Enjoy the gym. I say everyone's name wrong. If I say your name wrong, it's part of the charm. If I say your name right, it means I hate you. I see. How the fuck am I gonna say Meow Mia wrong? I've always said Maps' name wrong. How am I gonna say Rhynex wrong too? Like How am I gonna say your nom? How am I gonna say your name wrong, Rhinex? Good bed defense. How am I gonna say your nom wrong? Come on. Hate you too? Yeah. Hi, Cocky. How you doing, just the Cocky? Well, I don't speak your language! Grr, angry! Cookie, you're a loser. Suck! I don't know. Yeah, sorry, we're getting too political here. I knew he was there, I just thought I'd get by him. Bro, the ranked Bed Wars political system is, like, so fucked up, and that's why ranked Bed Wars is at to the point where it is. Like, it was a political failing of ranked Bed Wars, and that's why ranked Bed Wars fell off. Are we ready to have an in-depth conversation on that? Because the power structure always gave way too much power to, like, the players with notoriety. And then within that power structure, when the players with notoriety, like, didn't get what they want, they just broke off. And then, like, the player base rewarded it. Which just led to it getting even worse, to now the point where we've divulged to, like, no SSers. And people, like, and you know, like, just the good players having, like, the say in, like, all the rule sets and stuff like that. Which I would, like, argue that, like, there needs to be, like, some level of, like, not just voting for the rule sets every time because people will pick the same things. Probably is, like, a bit of, like, other influence, but... But the issue is, like, they come up, like, they'll, like, come up with the rule sets and then also not stick to them, too. Stuff in chest? Alright, Foodle. Bro. Being F9T must fucking suck. For no other reason than, like, they be pinging Pit and like, keep going, like, should F9T lose a screen share? And it's like, what has he done? Has he just banned too many people to the point where... Because, like, everyone's always complaining about him, and it's like... the people getting banned are unhappy with the screen share banning them. Alright, good luck, Foodle. So does that mean the screen share is the problem? Survival of the fittest, Winway? I don't know. I think the biggest failing of ranked Bed Wars is PO4 existing. Because PO4 is terrible. What's better? PO1, PO2? And then if you want to do any sort of PO4, you do it in a different environment that doesn't interact with the current ongoing rank queues. Because every time you do PO4, like, someone who's like a new player who doesn't know 4 people gets hurt by it. That's what they did the first time. They did a scrim server. A secondary scrim server. That, like, every weekend, they opened the queues for, like... They just opened the queues for a couple hours on the weekend, so you would just grind those couple hours on the weekend. And then during the week, you could still just, like, queue, like, the PO1 ranked. Which I think by that point they had PO2. Maybe, I don't remember. True, Winway. Wasn't it your first message today? Alright, next. Because, like, and another thing that, like, that rank bed was, like, that like, destroyed everything, is, like, I don't know, like, they stopped, like, hosting, like, you know, like, it's not even ranked bed wars, because ranked bed wars really never hosted the tournaments, but tournaments stopped being for everybody, like, it just started being, like, for a select group of people. Which, like, I understand why the good players wanted to do that, and I also understand why the server wasn't really eager to host tournaments. It's fucking annoying. Like, it's terrible. Where is Gray? Bro, Brano's on vacation. Man's best friend, but he can't do shit, but he's dead. Because people don't show up because it's kids. And kids are bad at those things. And like, again, there's no real, like, they don't really view it as, like, a responsibility. And it's hard to, and then for, like, when you get older, it's also just hard to carve out time. Like, kids suck at showing up, and then the older you get, the harder it is to carve out time if you're, like, a normal functioning human being. But that's what happened, is, like, we like, I don't know. Like, All-Stars was good. Also, another thing that we did is we stopped making All-Stars as important as it should be. Like, we used to close the queues for All-Stars, but now whenever there's All-Stars going on, we just let people host pups tournaments, and, like, that also, like, All-Stars used to be, like, a big event, and we stopped making All-Stars be a big event. But I also get why, because, like, it got so stale. It's the same thing. But, like, I don't know. Wait, why? You could be like, Ranked Bed Wars did a terrible job of marketing, like, you know, like, the new players, like, right? Like, somebody get All-Stars and everyone complain about how bad the All-Star was instead of, like, you know, it was always interesting for me to, like, watch All-Stars regardless of who it was. No, because it's not even really what happened. When, like, they also, I don't know. Ranked Bed Wars also manipulated a lot of people, like, people into All-Stars so that the best of the best could, like, be in All-Stars. Because that's, like, what All-Stars, you know, is supposed to be or whatever, apparently. I don't know. We're thinking those players aren't playing, they shouldn't deserve the All-Stars, like. And maybe you could make, like, easier ways to, like, you know, get it. And, like, change the whole format on its head, you know, but. Yeah, no one gets marketed. They're not marketing the players. Well, yeah, they just let him sub. Like, was it eventually gonna be a game mode that probably, like, you know, died out? Like, yeah, but did they do it? Did they do themselves any favors? No. But really, the downfall is, like, when other people stopped hosting tournaments, they're like, you know, became less and less of reasons to, like, play ranked. Because that's the reason why people played ranked, is because you play ranked because you wanted to, like, get better for, like, the tournaments, right? And then performing well in the tournaments is how you would, like, get the roles. But now there's, like, no real tournaments, and it's just, like, meaningless tournaments because people don't want to queue ranked and just want to get better. But it's like, now they get better for ranked. They don't queue ranked to get better for tournaments. They queue ranked to get, like, to queue ranked. Or, you know, they get better to get better for ranked. I mean, but it's also, like, again, at the same point, what's the point in hosting tournaments? What happened to Horizon is, I think, like, he came to his senses that throwing a bunch of money at these very, you know, these very entitled Bed Wars players and getting nothing in return for it wasn't worth it. It was just a server that hosted tournaments for a little bit. Oops, I walked off. Why are you overdosing on Prozac? Yeah, I can. If I asked you on the phone, I don't know, but it's like, so I'm taking you home. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's also just, like, not very big, you know? That's what happens. It's a not very big server that was, like, getting, like, funded by, like, crypto criminals, and then everyone just started playing for money. And then eventually the crypto criminals, like, stopped wanting to fund it, or, you know, like, again, because, again, eventually, like, no one ever saw, like, their return on interest. And it's also, the community stopped growing because everyone's terrible. Well, it's not very big, the rank com. Like, it was always going to die, but, like, they just did everything in such an unsustainable way. Yeah, but it shouldn't be, like, Dewey's, like, job to, like, fund everything because he got YouTube success. Like, and again, Dewey has put some of his own money back into the community. Praise due, praise due. I don't know, ranked was cooked ever since Hacks bought the server. Ever since like Hacks bought a server, ranked was cooked. Yeah, but I mean, again, what happened is also though is that you just kept giving the players more and more power, the players kept being terrible people. The players also started becoming friends with crypto criminals, which made them worse people, but also brought in funding for their tournaments. Right? Like... Well, you know how many ranked servers there's been in Inheritance? I think we're on number 4, or number 5, I think. I think it's 5. It's like 4 or 5. Like, yeah, like, again, we can talk about the fact that we're still not, like, we're not, like, I don't know. And, like, I understand, like, and the thing is, like, Woon Wai too, is, like, early on, like, the community was, like, full of bad people. Because, you know, it was, like, just people playing, and there's a lot of bad people, like, on the internet, right? Like, and, like, not bad people in any other way besides they just, like, said fucked up shit. They weren't really getting anything other than, they weren't very harmful people. They were just Bed Wars players who were edgy, right? And they never really, like, fixed that image. But it's, like, it's why do you think everybody who, like, ever played ranked Bed Wars and then got, like, you know, a little bit of clout, like, started to then distance themselves from it? Like... Like, that's part of the reason of just the other videos get more views, but... They all started uploading different things. Yeah, like... Like, I've been around, like, I don't know, I've watched how this all plays out, like... They never fixed the community, and since they never fixed the community and held the community accountable, this is what happens. And I mean, it's hard in a competitive game, because everyone's fueled by their ego, but, like... there has to be, like, somebody who, like, I don't know, again, the refs played. Like, the ownership probably would have been, like, a little better if you had somebody, like, less connected to, like, the gameplay and had no ego. Maybe Ranked Better just never had a true good leader. Unseated wasn't that bad, but Unseated didn't really care. I think that was, like, the early Ranked Bedwars ownership just kind of really didn't care. Because they had kind of just, like, this is kind of just, like... You know, we kind of just played privates, and then we needed a server to, like, a centralized server to play privates. I don't think Maroons is bad now. But Maroons was probably still too, like, actively, like, involved in the community. It's funny when you see a tourney stream from anyone that's not a big player and it's like, or a big third party. Yeah, are you talking about like in like VCs or? Yeah, you really were, Cookie. Rank Betters hasn't been the same ever since Cookie stopped playing. But Cookie, you could also just say like you're like a good person. And the amount of good people within Ranked has just been slowly on a decline. Because people always knew the type of community that it was. And they never did anything to try and, like, make the community better. They just kept getting worse. Rank Betters died when I learned Dewey was black. Finding out Dewey was black threw, like, such, like, a wrinkle into my life, introvertly. But Dewey also shows too much emotion now. Intro, it's not even that. It's like how, like, how can, like, I don't know. How can he tolerate the ranked players? Like he has so much power with like within ranked, and like they say like a lot of like, you know, again, like a big part of the community would be like hateful things targeted like towards him, and it kind of just like, you know, kind of just tolerates it. Like, yeah, like he like endures like targeted racism and stuff like that, and he just kind of tolerates it. Like, I understand part of the reason to why, but also it's like I don't know. Like, again, it's not like, I don't know. Yeah. And then it probably gets to the point too, introvertly, where it's like you have too much invested in the community to like you know, really like do it, like make any like big changes within it. But I think like the point for me is like it's not even making the changes, like, right? Like, of course you say he has the power to make the changes and doesn't. Like, it's like I don't really care about that. The point is like I don't understand. Like, I guess it's more about like how does he interact with these people so much? You didn't know that one, why? Yeah, like, yeah, I agree. There's a bit of like, you know, I like, again, like the minority I'm a part of is like different, and I've been for a less amount of time, right? So like I don't want to say they're like the same, but I do like agree with there's a bit of like desensitization, like, you know, you. But do you get desensitized to the point where you're like able to hang out, or are you able to hang out with those people like intro, like, and like actively people like you want to like align yourself with like as like friends, like, is that something you're able to like look past in that way? Because like I mean a lot of people who does it, it's not like he just tolerates within rank. It's like, you know, they're in group chats together and shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, so that's because again it's more of just like a. Because I wouldn't be able to do that, but also my experience is entirely different. Not really comparable. I mean, but it makes them incredibly ignorant, I feel. Like, yeah, like it's... A lot of people are kind of just, like, conditioned that way to, like, be dumb. But... But I also understand that, like, part of, like, surviving within the community is also just, again, like, you know, not making a big deal about it. I guess there's just, like, and you probably do just learn that. So even when you get to the point where you are, like, the best player, you just, like, learn how to survive within the community. Because, again, I'm also taking my own short experience and generalizing it, so I don't... Hi, Hutch. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. But I guess the thing for me is always, like, it's just the line between, like, dealing with it and actively, like, being friends with the people, and then, like, I guess for me, I can never do that, but again, my experiences are different. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's why it's, like, I don't want to, like, you know, just completely say, like, what he's doing is wrong, like, and, like, you know, and anything like that. It's just more of, like, it interests me, you know? It's just interesting. Yeah, I get it. Because again, I do need, like, my experience with it all is incredibly different, like. Yeah, but I guess for me, like, the reason why I wouldn't, like, interact with them, and, like, of course, it's, like, the way you feel about it and, like, the way you think about it is different for every person. It's, like, I feel like them doing that shit, and me, like, still, like, hanging out with them and not really saying anything, it's, like, it just becomes, like, it's not, like, necessarily, like, an endorsement, but you're also not, like, going against it. You're not, like, being the person to, like, show them that it's wrong. But also, again, don't know the ins and outs of all the interpersonal relationships. But that's, like, the one concern that gets to the point of, like, for me, is, like, just, like, because, again, my experiences are different, of, like, just tolerating something to the point where you're friends with that person, but... Yeah. But, like, and that's the thing introvertly, too, where it's, like, it's really different when you're, like, Dewey or first coming into the comm and nobody knows. And they're saying this shit and then tolerating it. And then to the point where it's like, oh my god, you're Dewey, or people look up to you as, like, an icon. And then, like, you know, like, if you wouldn't fuck with them for doing it. So, and then again, once you get to that point, it's... Because, again, people literally look up to Deweyers, so... And it's hard to get to that point, but also, like, reshift your mindset. But I think I would just, like... I don't know. Yeah, for a lot of people, yeah, but there's also, like, people who probably look at themselves. Like, I don't know. It's probably true, though. Yeah, exactly, going to the scam. That's why it's like, I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily doing anything wrong. It just intrigues me. Because, again, it's, at the end of the day, it's all, like, I don't know. And a lot of spaces, like, from my experience of being, like, a minority of any sort, it's about surviving. But, again, my experiences are completely different. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just more of the point that, like, it could be, like, a positive change, you know? Yeah. And that's why it's like, I'm not saying he should be doing it. He's, like, you know, failing because he isn't doing it. Because, one, it's not my place to say anything on that. Right? And two, it's just, like, you understand how someone gets to that position. Like, it's just interesting. Because, like, I just know myself personally, I wouldn't be able to, like, not say anything. But again, my experiences are completely different. Yeah. And again, I think a lot of it is, I don't know, I do think there's, like, again, is there not, like, a sense of survival, and then at no point do you, like, and then, like, once you just get used to being in that sense of survival, do you break out of it? Because if you already, because again, yeah, if you've already told yourself that, like, these people aren't going to change based on what you do, and you're just trying to survive, then, like, at no point is there any reason to, like, break that sense of survival. Because it just feels like an unworth it mission. Yeah, I do have infinite passion. You see the Scooble news? Oh my god, I'm looking up Tarek Scooble, and you're gonna, like... Did they come to, like, an ARB agreement? I don't see anything. I saw the Mets inquired about a trade. What's bad? I don't know. That dream's probably dead. That's supposed to be change intro? Change isn't bad. Change is just scary. And especially when you don't really, like, want to, like... Because, again, I think there truly is, like, a part where deep down where, like, Dewey really just, like, cares about, like, bedwars. Like, he'd LARP and say he doesn't, but, like, I don't know. That guy's always, like, there to, like, have, like, real, actual conversations about the game and enjoys the actual real conversation about the game. And you don't really, like, I don't know, you don't really want to put that in jeopardy, and you want to be able to have those conversations. And again, there's also, like, other things that just, like, at the end of the day, he's still a man. Don't call do a man, sorry. He does mean more than that. He's one of the good ones. True. Saying that after the, like, the... No, when why? Saying that after, like, the previous conversation... Having the previous conversation about, like, me just, like, you know... me just, like, trying to, like, understand the psyche. Which I guess, like, you know... And then to going, oh, he's just one of the good ones. Let's go, Foodle. But, like, it would apply it to his, like, manhood and not, like, anything else. I also think the way I see Ranked Bed Wars is through the way that, like, Jediah chooses to interact with the Ranked Bed Wars, other than, like, the way that, like, anybody else chooses to interact with it as well. That also probably influences, like, my thoughts on it all. And how's that? He kind of really just does it unless it's to rage bait. I mean, like... I think it's kind of more of like he doesn't really want to be friends with any of those people. He just wants to play Bed Wars. But that's the thing that, like, sucks though too, though, because if you, like, want to be, like, the best, like, or one of the best, and you want to like play against those good players too, you do have to, like, just do have to tolerate it. And that's why I don't know. That's probably really what it comes down to, is like these players are, like, good, so you just, like, have to tolerate them and interact with them to, like, you know, be able to, like, hone in on your craft yourself. Well, Andy's, like, AI art. Like, because, like, he never played legit, so, like, that'd just be, like, separating, like, the AI and the person behind the computer from the art. So that's, like, different, you know? I can't believe how on the nose I hit it with Andy. And I think they're kind of, like, all chill again. I don't know. I saw them, like, both talking in a server, like, together the other day. I don't even know how, like, what played out of that. But I'm so happy I hit it right on the nose with Andy. Yeah. Because, intro... They never, like, and this is my point too, which is like, I guess I understand it because within, like, the actual psyche of, like, let's put, like, that relationship into, like, a high school context, like, what, like, the night, like, how many times do we see senior and freshman and stuff like that, you know? Which, like, you know, which is what, the 17 and 14? And, like, people call it, like, weird and they, like, can point out stuff like that, but no one ever, like, cuts off, like, a friend. Like, I very hardly have seen, like, anyone, like, cut off, like, a friend because of, like, a senior and, like, freshman relationship. So, like, that was always, like, my thought when I was looking at it, as I was, like, this has been known for so long and no one said anything. And then they, like, dropped the, like, the fact that it was just, like, they're only ever bringing anything up about it because he cheated, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I was spot on. Whereas, like, I kind of said it in a way where it's, like, not, like, a bad thing, but it's, like, it's, like, such, like, an online thing to, like, say anything about that age gap, because it probably happens way more than we like to admit, and, like, within, like, the social structures. And it's not, like, saying that the, people online are, like, wrong for, like, getting up in arms for that, like, age gap, because it is, like, it is grooming, and it is problematic and weird, you know? But it's, like, again, it's just, like, one of those things where it's, like, people don't, like, really view it as big of a deal as they, like, should. And the people who do view it, it's, like, again, it happens so much within the realm of, like, high school and social settings. And then, like, my beliefs just got, like, honed in even more when it was just, like... Yeah, like... And then my beliefs just got honed in even more when it was, like... Actually, we only bring up anything about the problematic age gap because of, you know, the fact that he cheated, which is, like, you know... Because, I mean, that was just kind of where I instantly went. It's like, how many guys are cutting off, like, a friend because that friend starts, like, dating someone with a problematic, like, age gap in high school? Like, I don't think it's happening. And it's surely not happening as much as it should. Like, it... I'd do it. You're woke, intro. Yeah, of course. I guess like it also exists within like the context of a friend group though too, right? Though where it's like, can you get all? Do you guys like believe you'd be able to get all of your friends on board for that, or do you think you guys would like? I don't know. You could just have good friendships, right? Like and I'm not saying it's like a thing that every person would do. Let's also say that like I speak to a target demographic that would be more likely to cut someone off for like. I'm more implying that within the structure of a friend group, they don't get banished from the friend group. So then it, like, puts people in a position where they would have to, you know, if not everyone on the friend group's on board, then it puts you in this position of, like, do I want to keep interacting with this friend group and stuff like that? Like, that exists within, like, social high school settings. I'm not saying that that matters. I'm saying it sometimes stops the proper ostracization and punishments for the actions. And I'm not saying it'd just be one person. I'm saying is every person in the group taking that stance. Like it could be like more of a split one to where they don't care, not that they don't see a problem with it. Where they can like go, you're making too much of a big deal. Like I don't know. That's just my assessment of it. Because again, how often do you like hear about that? But I also don't exist within society, so I'm a bad judge. But then I felt justified by me being, like, spot on with the Andy thing of them not caring about the age gap. Yeah. Which, again, I'm also kind of, like... Which, like, I'm also, again, as I said, I'm talking about this as, like, a target audience of, like... Wow, Foodle got a 6 game. Yeah, of course. It matters how big, like, the friend group is and stuff like that, yeah. I also think within, like, the settings of, like, non-online relationships, too, people do a better job of, like, can kind of do, like, a better job at keeping their relationships, like, private. It's funny, though, because, online, people, like, since, like, it's online, people, like, I don't think they're that private about their relationships. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. I'm not saying they wouldn't even see a problem with it, I'm just saying, like, you put them in that situation, and they would just go, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, Like, I think there's, like, a lot of people who have that mindset of, like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. So they could still not agree with it, but be like, okay, well, we don't need to cut this guy off for it. Yeah. Yeah, like... And again, I feel like I kind of did feel like I was just, like, throwing some, like, darts at the wall and, like, and not knowing if they would stick or not. But then the whole, like, Andy Rank Bed Wars things happened, and I never felt so vindicated in my beliefs. Well, I was like, this is literally, like, a exact play out of, like, everything that I said about, like, what I thought. It's like, they don't really view the age gap as that problematic, you know? Like, they view it as, like, weird, but it's not weird enough for them to be like, oh, we need to cut this guy off. I don't know. I honestly think that age gaps are a bigger deal online because we don't have the social structures in place to to put the age gaps, like, within perspective. And that's, like, what people do to, like, justify it. Well, it's, like, that's more of, like, my conversation about, like, seniors being with, like, freshmen and stuff like that. It was, like, you know, you guys are going to the same school, right? So, like... Because, like, those relationships exist within social structure. Like, they exist within social structures that people can, like, use as better arguments to justify it. Where online, you don't have the structures, you just have the age. So, I don't know. Pink is diagrushing us. What the hell? I think that's more of my assessment of it, which is why you see a bigger deal of it made online. Charlie dies soon, Foodle. I don't know if you can hear me, but... I think you can. Yeah. High fire fig. Thanks, buildings. It's interesting, and it's... There's, like, different ways to look at it, because I guess, like, I could also look at it that, like... You could say the same... Couldn't you say the same thing about the interpersonal relationships, like, within, like, a group of, like, you know, like, a friend group? Because, like, it's not like you're, like... I feel like... When it, like... I don't know. I guess I just see it more of, like, as in a way of, like... The way that, like, relationships can exist. It's like a relationship can exist also, like, you know, within, like, you know, an IRL relationship, let's call it that, right? A non-online relationship. Because this is within the structure of being, like, you never really, like, interact with that person. They kind of just are, like, dating someone within your friend group. Yeah, that is true. But I also think people can have, like, a relationship in, just, like, disconnect it from the friend group. But you can do that in both settings. There's a lot of overlap here. My main point is just, like, they become less of a big deal, like, IRL, because of the social structures. Okay. Like, the social structure does less, like, or does more to, like, make it seem justifiable. I think it goes both ways, though. I think people are also more willing to call people out online. For the exact same reasons. Why they're like... Oh my god, I was thinking about sharing that bridge. No, I think it's just a more extreme on both on both ends. I think people are just more free to say shit online. And that covers both of those boxes. Cause, like, it's way harder to call somebody out, like, face to face than it is, like, over the internet. Yeah, it's just RKY fault. Here are the diamonds. Okay, why does this guy have 2 fireballs? Does she hate me? Does who hate you? Who's sleeping? You know. No I don't. I'm lying. I'm LARPing, I do know. This is crazy. Is it crazy? Speak your mind, Wenky. Speak your piece. I love drama. My chat doesn't have enough drama. Hi, Mia. Bad looks is Stilly. Hench, if you dodge the smoke. Wow, Hench. I'm so happy this is happening. So I just want to talk. I want smoke. I want you. Ah. Who? Yellow? Nothing matters, Foodle. I jumped back into the bullet. I have the diamonds. No, I want those diamonds, whatever. I want 2 emeralds! I'm gonna send that my teammate Invis instead of saving for me to also get diamond armor. We're 5 off P4. Assume Hench knows what? This is good. This is good. This is good. This is what I want. I'm an instigator. Exactly, Win Why. It's not even that, though. It's people love being right, and it's easier to call people out online. Like, some people, it's like how, like, a lot of people who are, like, say they're on the left don't actually care about people and don't want to be on the left for the right reasons. They just want to be correct. I feel like if it all gets aired out here, somebody would probably want me to die, but I love watching drama. I don't care about yellow. Let's air it out. I want to know. Air what out? Good LARP. Hello, Evelyn. Is he gone? Is who gone? I like the tension. Red potted jump. We should be back at our base, I hope. There's no one base. He's invis. Is no one gonna talk about that play I just made? Is there emeralds for me to get diamond armor when I die? I hope. I think it already is. Okay, yeah. They have P3, but... He's going to, like, pink. They're trying to, like, skip the 1v1 for some reason. I don't know why. Like, they really want the 1v1 for bed. Like... Okay, I got fireball. I have a clue, but it's not my place to speak. I'm a third-party bystander who knew nothing. Yeah, Foodle didn't buy counteroffensive. Foodle popped a jump. Yeah, I'm just pushing with water. I think he's just cheating, but... How did he end up there? Time to find out they have lobby. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, they have lobby because they have forge. Or not lobby, P4. Right? Or maybe not. I don't think they have P4. I'm lying. Maybe they don't have forge. Maybe I'm just misjudging gen speeds. Well, because I think Winky has the respect to not want to air it out on a Twitch chat, which is pretty fucking valid. And if it all got aired out here, I'd get killed. And I don't want to get killed, so... Oh, this guy Ink. Do you see the other one? Oh yeah, okay. Faith? Interesting. I wonder who this is all about. I'm a loser, I'm a loser, I'm a loser! Oh, elite gameplay. Oh, who's Faith? I'm not leaking. They don't have Obby? You got, what comes from the big tilt did you get? Thanks for playing, Foodle. Good games, good games. Holy kill leaderboard. You look in the mirror and tell yourself that in the morning? Tell myself what? Why? Let me sum up the situation for you in DMs really quick. Why'd tilting say that? Send me the summer? No. I don't want any part of this. I don't know. I do know, but I'm not. It's not my place to say anything. But I do live for the drama. Thanks for looking, Fiddle. I did instigate a little bit. Yeah, I'm a rumor spreader. Okay, I'll respond in a second. I'm a terrible human being. And, like, I just want the drama. Like, God forbid. Do forbid. I'm in the middle of it anyway, so Hang by Threads is here. You are? Yeah. Fuck you, Estelle. You're not a great. That's what I'm saying. I'm a terrible person. Like I want the drama, cause then I don't have to deal with it. Who's Henchastelli? You're Henchastelli. You are not Nuzzles88. You are a hench. I have to fight Hang by Threads. Yeah, bench. Good fight. Just flawless Hang by Threads is going in the montage. Wait, I forgot to sign the one key. Okay. I had a feeling that you're Hang by Threads. Hi, Evelyn. I also wouldn't clip you if I did do montages. You are not high CP. Well, actually, you're high CP, but you're low CV. You're, like, really low CV. What am I doing? Clip potential. Clip potential, Pip. Oh, a bad player. Yeah, clip potential. You're not hip with the lingo? That's what they all say. I have a screenshot of Irene and Dewey are arguing over who invented CP. That guy's amazing. Yeah, like, do your forbid. Yeah, I saw that. Can I get a second monitor stream? Discord's on my main monitor, so you want a stream of just my Twitch chat? Because if dude told you to stop looking for the drama, what would you do? I'm a woman. That's not the question. No, that's the answer. We have to push gender, like, misogynistic, like, gender roles that, like, you know, that, like, about drama for my point of being. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, like, Pip asking questions like he's never heard people say that, like, women love drama and shit like that, like... Oh my. No, drama finds me, I don't find drama. That's the biggest lie ever, holy shit. No, I literally just told you the biggest lie. I find all of the fucking drama. The drama does not find me. Like, oof. Oof, that was a lie. Eight-hour shift today? Yeah, you're funny. Where's your drama source? Well, okay. So what you have to realize is this is like relationship stuff. And like whenever something happens within like a relationship, I have to get the lore. So when I don't get the lore from one side, I had to go to the other side, right? So then when there's more lore down the road, then I end up in the middle of it. But I'm not complaining. I don't care. That's why I'm a bad person. Because I'm incredibly lore-driven. But it's not like I don't care. I just do think maybe I'm just too aware of my ulterior motives. Because I would never label myself as not caring. I would just label myself as very aware of my ulterior motives. Yeah, it's over. I don't know. I'm responding to Discord DMs. I don't know where lobbies are full. No, I'm not filling in YWin. I'm responding to somebody else's DMs. Are you feeling the drama? No, I'm giving my perspective of it all. Which I guess you could say is fueling it, but... I only instigated when it was here. At all. Or maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm right, and I won't see them for the rest of the night. I have to practice my bladders. My teammate told me that I was crazy, so I had to lock in. Can we get a guess? It's not, I don't know, it's about someone's interpersonal relationships. I don't want to air that all on stream. That's why even when I was instigating, I really don't want my friends' interpersonal relationships aired out on stream, so... I'm very much happy that my instigation didn't lead to anything. He did have the right idea. Just poor execution. think he fireballs me and I lose. It'd be really funny. Oh my god. AK playing? Holy, Bed Wars motion. Of course my teammate sets me on fire. I landed on the bridge and then walked off. Who has more motion, me or 2026 Bed Wars? Me. I fell off, it's so sad. I mean, like, yeah, that's how streaming Bed Wars works. That's how streaming on every game kind of works. How do you type so fast? I spend all day on my computer. Oh my god. And also, that's just kind of how streaming works in Inheritance. Like, the only thing you can do, like streaming-wise to, like, is just be consistent. But it's, like, streaming is not the proper process to, like, draw people in. That's why, like, to be able to, like, get more viewers, you have to normally go to ulterior sources. Uh-oh. I'm over here terraforming bridges while my bed's gone. Terraforming bridges. I was trying to, like, make a staircase, like, go to the run back and forth between the two bridges, but then I also wanted to, like, be like, I don't want this in the middle of the bridge. I want to make a head hitter. And then my bed's just getting rushed. Also, your streaming timing isn't optimal? Pretty optimal. For what for the type of people I like, it's optimal. No, it's not. Technically, later would be optimal inheritance. But I like my EU viewers more than my NA viewers, so. Like, if I wanted, like, there's probably, yeah, more NA viewers, and I'd be more, like, appealing to them if I streamed later, but... It's also not like I stream into the time when there's more, like, NA people, like, home. Changing the time wouldn't do anything except fluctuate, like, who's able to make it consistently. It doesn't necessarily mean that more people would be able to make it there consistently. Because more people are able to make it here consistently when I'm being consistent. It's really like a consistency problem, not a time problem. Hey, Tenzo. I should probably not be on Discord. That's subjective. Oh, I was getting invis. No, I wasn't. I just... Okay, whatever. I'm just unaware, because I'm, like, distracted. Because you don't know what pool of people we're pulling from. Like, what do you mean on a player? Like... Yeah, I want to. I mean, I did a video yesterday, but the issue that arises me win-wise, I don't know, I'm like a LARP who's gonna say, like, I've never, like, viewed myself as, like, I've never, like, viewed myself as anything other than, like, a streamer, and I just, like, upload because, like, I have to grow my Twitch, not because I want to upload. So, like, that's the reason, like, I don't know. I never enjoyed uploading. I was getting growth when intro was uploading shorts, but then intro got busy. Making millions and what? Bananas? No, it's not. That's exactly what I've been saying. It's not optimal, which is why I have to upload, but I hate it. Reese is dead. I no longer associate myself with that name. That's what changed. Win-why? Is it really optimal to, like, is it really optimal to be, like, you know, to change your name? Is it really optimal to, like, you know, It's like, is anything I'm doing, like, necessarily, like, really optimal? I don't know, it's like, it's that, like, fine line of, like, kind of being, like... Sometimes it happens. I should change my name back to Goose? Yeah, no thanks. You don't have to type out the pause part every time, you can just say next. Good, Tenzo. Good reference. Win why? I think my consensus was I was always, like, you know, a decision that, like, isn't really a decision or really isn't really a choice, but something, you know, a change in my life was going to impact my Twitch growth. It just wasn't right away. It just didn't really happen until I, you know, changed the name and then went inactive, but, like... Like, it was always gonna have some sort of impact or some sort of shift, you know? Yeah, it did. What the? I was gonna imply, like, you know, it's not inherently like the best career choice to, like, you know, to deal with gender dysphoria. It's not like a career starter. Career choice is a bad phrase. It's not really a choice. I didn't choose this. Hi, Cookie. Welcome back. I think it's too oftenly talked about as a choice when it really just, like, is not a choice. No. The whole part of the I think the whole part of the hate stems from misogyny, but stay woke. I have music on the Twitch stream. It's on the YouTube stream. I get copyrighted on YouTube. There's a banger playing right now. Nope. As long as the music doesn't play in the VODs, we are chilling. If I was bigger, maybe it'd be a bigger deal, but... I don't think it's a big deal for a YouTube or a Twitch streamer's falling off and pulling like 12 viewers. guy's too good at strafing. Why have I started like just like accidentally like pressing my spacebar when I don't mean to? Do you have to be big in the first place to fall off? Hit. I just gave that guy so much money. Hit, hit. Great, solo queue isn't the strat. What? I have to win this game now. I'm not gonna win this game. I have RKY merch that I still wear sometimes because it's fire. Yep. I don't know where... I probably wore it recently. I don't know. I don't know where it is. That's me saying it's probably, like, not here. It's like a sweater with, like a bunny on it. Oops. I killed the guy with the M's, doesn't matter. Oh, that's his stats? Okay, I was like thinking his might be alright. Like, you know, has an overlay open probably. I don't have Instagram. Also, who's Reese? Wait, because I don't play chess. I'll probably wear it someday. I hardly ever wear a sweatshirt though now. The moment this stream ends, this sweatshirt is going off. Yo, putting in the work for me. I was on Instagram recently, though. I was looking at my mom's conspiracy theories. But outside of that, I'm never on Instagram. Bye, Tesla. Thanks for being here. Rip, I hit my old fireball hockey. Skipping to go get my bed is an interesting play. We want my OGGB. That's supposed to be a question mark. Blame Yabagubi. Ooh, good. Good RGG. Blame Yabagooby. I don't know. I fuck with the lurkers. Thank you for lurking. I knew killing that guy would be smart. Hi, deleted user. How are you? Oof, bad looks. I could have been grinding on nipping today. We could have been nipping it up. Think this team has lobby? What the fuck is nipping an account? It has good stats. It has 0 wins, 2 final deaths, 1 final kill. But it has a positive KD, so that's all that matters. What's your fastest doubles win? I don't know. I think I have like, I think I have a sub 2. What's the record? I'm lying. If the record's like sub 2, I don't know. I probably like I know I have a bunch of 220s though. That's so funny. I'm dead. Oops. Can't queue fast enough? GG. Bro, Cookie, you know how hard it is to, like, quit something that, like, you feel like you're great at? Like, every time I stop playing this game, like, every time I stop playing this game and play something else, it's like, oh, this is enjoyable, but I'm not good at it. Like, you know, so then I just go back to something that I feel like I'm just, like, really good at. I don't know. It's just really hard to quit it because, like, I feel like I'm really good at it. And I enjoy, like, the streaming aspect of it, and then, like, I don't know. I have friends again, so. No, yeah, like, that's why I get burnt out, Cookie. I get burnt out, because then I feel like I have to, like, keep playing, and, like, playing a lot to, like, stay good, or, like, stuff like that. So then that's what also at the same, it's like a double-edged sword. It's also what, like, sucks my joy out of it. Oops. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Rip. It's like, I forgot how bad I play, like, past 12 p.m., I play so bad, and I forgot about that. And then I played last night, and I played terrible. And then it, like, demotivated me to the point where I didn't get off my PC for the next 2 hours. I'm like, I'm so bad at this game. Lock in, Chud. Sure. But now I just, like, dual sock all day. Oops. I'm a chud. I'm just a chud. That's all I'll ever be. Yeah. And then, Cookie, there's also, like, the thing with, like, me, where it's, like, since I just get on and stream, like, it's, like, you don't really have to warm up for normal Bed Wars, but also it's, like, there's, like, no, like, process of, like, warming up. And then, especially not warming up before, like, no, and then normal Bed Wars also just makes your mechanics worse, because, like, fighting bad players just, like... So then it feels like there's a lot I have to do to, like, stay good. So that does, like, sometimes, like, tire me out. But then it's also, like, at this point, it's like, what is there even that I need to be good for anymore? Like, the only thing that bothers me, like, at this point is just watching my own gameplay. Like, I just noticed, like, minor imperfections or, like, how clunky my gameplay can be. And I think that's what bothers me the most. What bothers me the most is, like, when I look at my gameplay, I don't feel like my gameplay, like, looks like it represents my skill. And that's what bothers me at this point. Yeah, my gameplay really is ass. Like, yeah, like, but I'm a better player than Swoopy, like, probably not, maybe not. Probably, like, I don't know. I feel like I am, like, my justifications can always just be, these people never won anything. Like, I have rings, like, Spoopy doesn't have any rings. Where are Spoopy's rings? Oh my god, look at that. Is it genuinely a bad argument to, like, rebuttal against that by saying that I've won stuff? When being compared to players that haven't won anything? Three out of 10 argument. Well, Spoopy's never sniffed 2K ELO in rank, so if we're talking about, like, ranked, I don't know what ELO season you were talking about, but... Blame Yabagooby. Yeah, I think Spoopy still plays it. Yeah, LARPing and bringing up a season where I got 2K ELO is a really bad faith argument that I could, like, very much destroy in 30 seconds. But it's a good LARP, so I don't care. But that's the whole problem with bringing up the ranked ELO, is because, like, I probably have, like, I don't know. What ring do you have? I have multiple rings. I also have finals losses. Realistically, I only have, like, a couple rings. But also have finals losses, so... And finals losses count for something. But technically, I've won so many tournaments, just none of those tournaments matter because those tournaments are all during, like, the pandemic. You're Ben Wallace, right? I am like Ben Wallace. But, like, I have, like, finals losses. Like, what finals? I'm a bad player. I don't know, I think, like, basically every, like, 4v4v4v4 tournament I've played, I've made it to finals. The only one I didn't make it to finals in was because I slept in during semifinals and my team lost. But then the round prior, we almost DQ'd Dewey's team, so what does that say? What does that say about me? Like, we almost had to made them get a third, because we dominated the bracket, so what does that say about me? And then I sleep in and my team just loses, like... But I put a tarnish on my legacy by sleeping in. That's my fault. I harm my legacy. My ring would be my All-Stars win. That would be my ring. What pick were you? I don't remember. I think I was a third round pick. So I don't know, it was I don't know the draft. I could have been like the first pick of the third round. I don't remember picking. Which All-Stars, yada yada. I've also lost in finals of All-Stars multiple times. So that's more cases of me being like a finals loser. Are you trying to discredit my ring? It's a good ring. It was a PO4 All-Stars. PO4 All-Stars are normally more stacked. But I had a hacker on my team, so it doesn't matter. Because I had Pezzy on my team. I pick you last in basketball? Me too. In my basketball prime, I wouldn't pick me last. But nowadays, I would. I could probably run up the court like 2 times before I'm winded. But I'd fight through it, because I'm a fighter. My teammates was, I think it was Pezzy, Zulks, and Marshmallow, right? I think it was Zulks. Yeah, but he's... yeah, it's only auto-clicking, but it's still cheating, but... Still having a cheater on my team. I like how stubborn my teammate is. I respect it. It's still an advantage when you're fighting a bunch of people who are not auto-clicking. Is there still some skill that is required to be good while auto-clicking? Of course, but it's still an advantage. I did! Oh, I remember back in the early ranked Bed Wars days. I was terrible. I'd clip. Yeah, no, it made me worse. Did I really? I don't think I ever said butterflying meant nothing. Did I really? I don't think I ever believed that. I think I was just stubborn and didn't want to learn a butterfly click. And like that I was fine with 7 CPS. Like yeah, maybe that's like an argument I made, but like I still could be a good player right now, normal clicking. I still believe that. No, it's Bed Wars, just don't fight people. And when you do fight people, just like fight people with your back against the wall. Just box, like, I don't know. There's avenues around, like, having bad mechanics. Which is part of the whole reason why my gameplay looks so bad, but I, like, it can still be, like, considered, like, a good player. Nothing mines fast enough. Yeah, like, I don't know. Sticks, boxes, being able to just run around. Being able to just run around is, like, the most important skill in Bed Wars. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think I just couldn't butterfly my mouse. Rip. Like, I mean, this guy were both watching. Like, I could've just backstabbed me and killed me, and I would've been dead when my bed was gone. True. Like, it just bothers me because, like, I watch Sock. And Sock's gameplay is just so much smoother than mine. And it's like, I'm, like, the better player, but Sock's gameplay is just so much smoother. Which, of course, makes sense I'm the better player. I've been playing for so much longer, but... My gameplay is just so clunky, and it eats at me. And it's just like, how the fuck do I fix my gameplay being clunky? I have motion blur. No, you don't realize how bad my gameplay looked prior to motion blur and why. Saying I just need more blur? Is that just the solution? Just more and more blur? don't think the blur, like, hides, like, the times I just, like, clip on blocks and things like that. I think that's, like, the first time no-hit sounds got me killed. But I don't care, because I like the aesthetic. Like, if I'm on my main, I wouldn't be playing with it. Yeah, I'll think about it, Em. Win why? ChatGPT told me to go in a survival flat world and just like strafe around while tracking a head, like a mob head. So ChatGPT must know. And then it called aim trainers slop. It said don't do any of those that aim trainer slop. Yeah, I'm happy I did. People don't need fucking water. I need to ask ChatGPT how to like, you know, how to get better at Minecraft. I was depressed after I lost the game last night. I think a big detriment to my gameplay, though, is how long I've been playing at the same time, though. Like, you know, it's like bad muscle memory. Like, I play too safe because of my muscle memory. And just, like, I'm afraid to make a mistake. Why is everyone into a side base? Is he gonna give me stuff? Yeah, I am just ass. Why is someone else telling a different team to join VC in my game? I didn't hear that. Why do I talk to people? Why do I give my opinions on things that don't matter? No, it's not that. It's just like, I'm talking about like other stuff right now. People just like DM me about shit, and then I give them my thoughts, and they're not listening to reason anyway. So why does it matter? Well, their feelings are completely invalid. They're just misguided. I don't have any mods here. Do I have any mods? My mods hate me. When did my mods start hating me? Well, it's more of just like, I don't know. I disagree with their sentiments, but I understand their sentiments, but I can't not try and, like, fight back against the sentiments because they're wrong in my head. There you guys go. Join the raffle. Join the raffle. Shout out to the raffle. Can we, like, have, like, the better defined term of, like, what a rebound is? So people stop using it, like, so incorrectly? Or can we just, like, disable the, like, the term rebound if people are gonna use it the way they use it? Oh my god. This is a better play. Damn, no one entered the raffle. That's funny. Yeah, like, relationship rebound. Yeah, no, but, like, Neb, the issue why I talk about this is because the layout of this relationship was basically, the nature of this relationship is be in a relationship, end that relationship, get into a relationship with somebody else a couple months later, and then after a couple months of, then after a year, so after being in a relationship with a year, you break up with that person, and then after 2 months of being broken up, you start talking to the ex again. Like, that is not a rebound. That relationship in the middle is not a rebound. Of anything, it's more fair to label the ex as a rebound. That, like, the ex they go back to as a rebound than the first relationship in the first place. Like, I don't know, like... Like, yeah, like, you know, like, again, it's like, to be fair, it also started because the person who then went back to their ex was, like, kind of questioning if the first, like, the relationship in the middle was a rebound. So just, like, people not really, like, understanding the term to begin with, just, like, you know, of, like, what a rebound really is. Like, a rebound is, like, you break up with somebody, and you're just, like, instantly in another relationship because you can't process the emotions. Which you could say the 2 months thing, like, does do that, right? Like, that's still a short amount of time to process the emotions. But then, again, there's a lot of cases of, like, that doesn't really reflect onto the person being used as a rebound any other than the person not being able to process their emotions. Like, and then it happening again would be a repeat. It wouldn't mean that you were a rebound and this other person means more. So then, like, this person, like, found out that they were, like saying, is it a rebound? And they're, like, really stuck up on that, and it's bothering me. Because I just don't feel like that is, like, what a rebound truly, like, you know, entails. Because with that logic, we can kind of call every relationship a rebound. Because every relationship you're in, you still are working through your past relationships. But normally a rebound is you get into a relationship because you need to work through your feelings of the prior. And especially, again, going back to an ex, the ex that you are claiming that they're rebounded off of you from is, like, if you were a rebound, they wouldn't be going back to that ex. Like, normally you go back to that, like, you're rebounding away from something you'd never processed. Like, I burned it up, it's funny. Yes, exactly. You don't end up in a rebound for a year. Like, but I do understand the sentiment of, like, ending a relationship and not understanding your feelings, and then, like, you know, talking to an ex again and it feeling differently, and then going, like, and then, like, not being able to, like, judge the middle relationship properly. But that's what happens with relationships. When you're only 2 months out of a relationship, it looks so much different than the start of the relationship. Like, it's all just, like, it's also like we're just, like, judging relationships in such bad scopes. And that's why it's, like, pissing me off. Because, like, two people who really can't really, like, if you ask them to, like, really, like, talk deep about and define relationships, they couldn't. Because they're both, like, pretty inexperienced. But they're just, like, so stuck up on that. Yep. I'm in a relationship right now. But we haven't done anything together in, like, a month, like, in a couple days, because I've been too busy. Like, we sit in VC together, but then I'm just, like, playing duels or something. I'm dueling sock. I saw that. Why is it the worst session? I always play like shit, so. I guess just the way that I view it is, like, Cookie, is, like, if we used, like, that that justification to, like, define the relationship as, like, a rebound, then, like, you can use that justification to define every, like, relationship as a rebound. But I do understand the sentiment of, like, what the person who called it a rebound is saying. Because sometimes you go from a relationship to another relationship, and you do, like, then start to question. Because, again, when a relationship ends, I feel like one person remembers the bad and one person remembers the good. That's normally, like, how the relationship, like, plays out. Right? Like, it's normally not both sides still remembering the good or they'd still be together. So then, like, the one side that can, like, be remembering, like, more of the bad can go, was it just a rebound? I do play like shit. I'm playing like shit right now. What the schizophrenia? Solo queuing sucks just for the reason of people get to do the most schizophrenic shit against me and it gets to work. I guess, like, I just get the fact that this person is hurting and both sides are valid, but I have a hard time as, like, labeling any of it as anything other than, like, people not being able to, like, process through their feelings. Yes. Like, rebounds are bad because you're, like, not trying to, like, cope with it emotionally, but that's the point of, like, again, if you want to call yourself a rebound, then also going back to the person before is a rebound, and they're rebounding off of you. Like, if they're doing, like, because, like, if you, I don't know. Again, I'm looking at it from afar, and I have no, like, skin in the game, but. Yeah, it is messy, and I agree it's messy, and it's not like the feelings are invalid, it's just, like, again, I'm just, like, especially when I'm, like, friends with, like, kind of, like, both people involved, I'm friends way more with one than the other, but... I think it also stems from, like, I don't know, Cookie, again. This relationship is between somebody who it was their first ever relationship and somebody who was their second ever relationship. So again, it's just that also makes it more messy too and more painful. Because the person whose first ever relationship it was the one who got broken up with. So then they're like, you know. You always think your first one's going to be your forever one, so it's the hardest one to get over. So then when the first one ends it, you know, it's really hard to let go. I'm Nikki's first ever relationship. I don't know, it also just, like, really coincided at, like, all, like, at a bad time. Yep. And the thing about it is, too, Neb, that relationship lasted 5 years, but was probably terrible the whole fucking time, but, like, you just couldn't, like, you just don't identify with it because you don't know what a relationship's supposed to be. I am playing like ass. I lost last game. You just 3v1? I have 4. And it was a 4v1, but teach their own. Yeah. And I mean, that's my point, though, like, Neb, is, like, in the moment you're not able to, like, identify a lot of these things with a relationship, because you don't know what a relationship, like, is supposed to be for you. Because again, the idea of, like, what a relationship's supposed to be feels wrong, because relationships are, like, more on an individual level than a, like, a wide level. Like, you can't define relationships, but most of the time when you get in your first, like, relationship, you don't know what, like, I don't know. Like, part of, I don't know, part of, like, getting into a good relationship is failing. Which is, I don't know, it's, like, something that, like, I'm aware of, like, in my own, like, relationship with Nikki is, like, I expect her to fail. And, like, I encourage the failure. Because, like, if you're ever, because, again, it's, like, you're not gonna have it all figured out. Yeah. You sound like you're 50? Why do I sound like I'm 50? I feel like that's a compliment. If I'm able to talk about relationships and it says it sounds like I'm 50, then thank the Lord. At least I don't sound like a broken man with a dysfunctional relationship with a British accent. Yeah. I don't know, I would say everything with Nikki is more of like a fear to argue than anything else. It's like a lot of people like struggle to take up space, you know, because they never take up space in their life. So when they get into a relationship, you like have to be able to take up space. But then there's other people who like never take up space and then get into relationships and then like feel like they have to make themselves like small to be loved also. Didn't expect what out of me? Me to have had personal growth from every single one of my relationships? That's all I'm about. Yeah, it took, yeah, like, everything you say is a personal attack and not like you know, anything other than like that. Yeah, just get like really defensive. Wait, what? Wait, it's so funny. I fucked up my fireball and it like got the arrow ding. But relationships are hard too, and that's like what people like. People just think that like feeling a certain way for somebody's enough, but you have to be able to like be willing to put work in. Oh my god, this guy just destroyed me. Yeah, damn, that guy fucking destroyed me. I know it's the same reason why like I have general concerns about this same relationship of the person who's going back to their ex. Because I know all three players involved. I'm way closer with two of them than one of them, but knowing all three players involved is me just going, is the proper work actually going to be done, or are they just gonna like, or is just like the good feelings and the good vibes just gonna like carry it for a little bit again, and then when it gets hard, the no real growth happens. How are there three players? Because there's an ex, because there's an ex who is being talked to again, and an ex that is out of the picture. Israel will make it work. Hi, Nikki. Did you look at DM? Yeah, but I aired you because I hate you. You can test and see if your fixed command works, June. I don't hate it. I don't think I hate going back to an ex as much as long as there's time in between and you can actually have room for growth. Because you can grow as people, I don't know. But it's a really hard task. That's it. Like, that's the thing about it is too, is you go into the relationship knowing there's going to need to be work done. But then a lot of people don't identify that the work that actually needs to get done because it just feels so good to be back with somebody who you feel like knows you. Mr. Waffles. Yeah. Because, like, at least when you're meeting somebody new, like, it's the issue when you're meeting somebody new is you don't know the work that's gonna, that's gonna come up. But the issue with, like, but then when it comes up, it's harder to, like, ignore. But it's still hard to ignore when you're with an ex, but the ex is, like, you just, like, feel so good that they know you. I don't know, it's really rocky. Command doesn't work. Bye. Are you sad now, June? Oh, I just fucking changed scene. Oops. Yep, exactly. You're thinking of all the positive times. Because, again, as I said, it's like one person who hasn't been in a relationship since they broke up. And they were the one who ended their relationship. Because, again, it's like, in a lot of these relationships, there's one who ends their relationship with a positive view of it, and one who ends with a negative view of it. It's very rare that it's, like, common that both people feel the same way. Like, both people can feel negatively about it, I guess. That probably happens. But I'd say that the most common outcome that I've seen is probably one person feels good about it, one person feels bad about it. So if one person's leaving a relationship they didn't end feeling great about, and the other person hasn't really fully ever started to feel bad, or like never felt bad about the other person's relationship, and they start like, you know, interacting with each other again, the only thing they like feel are those like good feelings. Like, that's what they identify with, is that, like, good feeling, and they don't identify with, like, everything else. It's very risky. And I think it can work, but I'm also, like, I don't know. You can't rush into it. I don't know. I'm part of those, like, I'm a real lover, you know? Like, I'm a real lover. I can't end a relationship on a good note because I really loved you and that shit hurts. Yeah. And I think the biggest problem with getting back in a relationship with exes, too, is it is 100% of the time rushed. When both people know there needs to be work done, but they both just feel good instantly, so it just gets so rushed. I just keep accidentally hitting my spacebar, like... Nikki has been sleeping all day, so she gets so much lore once I'm done with the stream. Good night, nerds. I'm just like one of those friends, Cookie, for the most part. It's kind of always been the friend I've been. It's like I just like disappear from like a lot of my friends for a while, and then I only come back to them when I like tell them about everything that's happened. That's why I'm such a seasonal friend with everybody. Because I can't keep like active conversations about people's lives going, so I need like things to accumulate. But then when my life is going good, I don't talk to anybody, because talking about the good things isn't fun. Yeah, I mean, that's me on some levels as well. And then me on other levels, I never have anything to really talk, like, I feel like I need to talk about. I don't do anything. That's a big, like, issue in my friendships, like, I don't do anything. Oops. Messaging people is too much work. On Sleepy Dewey here? For me, it's just like, I don't know what to talk about. I like how this guy's so used to a gen not getting split, he just instantly went into chest. Nikki! Yeah, I mean, it depends, like, the state of my life, but... Pacifier challenge. Pacifier. Get that pacifier out your mouth. Probably not. Do you have a pacifier? Nikki, are you ready for all the lore I'm gonna drop on you later, or are you just not gonna care and tell me, like, that I should die? I'll care. But you still think I should die. Exclamation point stats? My bed's gone. Can I have $20, Nikki? Thank you. I thought they were on that bridge. I can't lie. I didn't see it last time. Should I start grinding pacifist solo, Nikki? Nikki, can you get up? Thanks. Oh my god, what am I doing? Blame Yabagubi. I'm getting up. Alright, I'm ending. If you're not, join my Discord, send my YouTube. I'll be living tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll probably play doubles tomorrow. If not, I might just fucking... I want to play Pacifist. I might play Pacifist tomorrow. We'll see. But bye, guys. Thank you all for being here. I love you.